Okay, welcome back to Slam Session 23. We've got a great uh, participants here for you today. There's everybody back with the old, a lot of the old team are back, the slamming team are back. Hey. And first to introduce himself is Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick Cusimano. I am a theater and film teacher from St. Louis, Missouri, and a Google for Education certified innovator and a Google for Education certified trainer. Since last time we had a slam, all the designations have changed names.
And Trevor.
My name is Trevor Beck. I am a Google evangelist at a university up here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm also a Google for Education certified trainer.
And Alison.
My name is Alison Malika. I'm over in New Hampshire in the USA, and I am a virtual instructor for one of the United States' top virtual, 100% virtual public schools, and an avid member of the Apps Events team, and I work with them to do Google trainings all over the world.
And Brian.
Hi, I'm Brian Gray in Austin, Texas. I work at St. Stephen's Episcopal School where I'm the Google Apps domain administrator. I'm a certified education certified trainer and a certified apps administrator.
And Chris.
G'day, my name is Chris Betcher. I'm in Sydney, Australia. I teach part-time at Presbyterian Ladies College, and the rest of my time I'm on the APAC team for EdTech team running the Summit program.
Okay, nice. I forgot to introduce myself. My name's Lee Webster. I'm here in Bangkok. I'm a Google Certified Innovator, Google Certified Educator, and we're ready to roll. I'm going to go up first, which is unusual because I usually keep time. So Nick, you're going to keep time for me, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, and can you see my screen, guys, yeah? Yes? Okay. Ready? Okay, go, Nick. Yep, time. Okay. This is a simple rubric that I found the other day. It's on Alison Keeler's site, who I think she believes she's going to present at Apps Event soon. So basically, once you go to a site and you copy her rubric, okay, I'll show you what it does. So there's two sheets in the sheet. One is you fill the class roster, so you put tabs in, and then you put emails in. If you go to the next sheet, which is the rubric, there is an add-on which comes with it, and it's called I think it's build the roster. Yeah, I think that's it. It's online rubric. So rubric tab. Sorry, there's two of them. Not online rubric. That's another one. So rubric tab, create the rubric. And it runs, asks you authorization. Hopefully I'll have time for this. And then you accept. And as always, on the right-hand side, eventually the bar should come up. Should have run this before, but never mind. The bar should come up now. So the bar comes up. Finish writing script. No. Come on. Yes, okay. So as you go down, it says create a rubric template. So in here, you can name, so if I put English writing, maybe it's an English writing report, okay, rubric you're doing, and then it says create rubric underneath, so you press that, and then it runs the script, okay, come on. Okay, then it's run it, and as you can see on the bottom, if I go to the first one, which was Lee, it fills the name in, and as you go in here, you can change, so the rubric, so say they scored 1 for this, advanced, proficient, for each criteria, you can change the numbers and it changes them up. Same like if I go to Mike now and I change these, and then it highlights each one. So it will make all the rubrics for your class, and then as you go down below, it says send the student the score, so you can press and it sends them, it emails these, and it's running through now.
30 seconds.
Okay, thanks, Nick. And it runs through now, and here's the rubrics being sent to the children. Okay, so if I press one of these links, okay, you can see the other side of it. Click. Let's have a look. And it sends them. That's what they see, and it sends them the rubric, and then you can duplicate it or reuse the rubric. Okay, slam.
And just in time.
Okay.
Well done.
Ooh.
Nice one.
Okay.
I have to get
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that one. Next up is Nick. Okay, Nick.
Okay, dokie.
Tell me when you're ready, Nick. All right, and I'll start the clock.
Okay, so you can see my screen.
Yeah, you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, go.
Okay, so there is this really cool thing, and I guess great minds think alike, because I had to help at my school. We have emergency contact form, and so I'm going to show you just a little bit of how to do a pre-filled URL. And I also went to Alice Keeler's website to figure this out, and so I want to give a big shout out to her. So what you can do in your Google form is pre-populated response. So you go to your form and you start it out and click Get Pre-Filled URL. And so you can start off with probably yourself, but a demo one or just a name to fill in. So I'm going to put my name in, and then my email, and then made-up student number. And then I'm going to leave the rest of this blank because I'm going to fill that out and share it out a little bit later. But when I click Submit, it gives me this link for this pre-populated response. So if I then go over, just to show you how that works, I can cut and paste that into the address bar, and it's going to pop up, and that part's already typed for me. So if you have things within your classroom where you don't want to waste time for the students typing their name, you can create a pre-filled URL and allow them to copy that. Now you can also automate this but within the Google spreadsheet using the other parts of it. And if you put your list of names over here, say if I have my names John Smith and Sue Smith.
1 minute, Nick.
Okay. So if I cut and paste that URL over into my form, type in equals URL, quotation mark, quotation mark. I go into there, into that part, and where it says the name.
30 seconds. Keep going.
Okay. And I put quotation mark. Where the quotes are. So here's my entry right here. Take that out and sign
10.
what I want in there. So John Smith, drag that down, the other part down. You can then pull that down, and if you have more time, you can create that, and so each person gets their own individual link. So I will put Allison Keeler's videos in there. She takes a little bit more time to explain it, but that's it. Done.
Okay.
Guys, just to clarify, it's Alice Keeler.
Alice Keeler, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
well, I just know that, you know,
Too rushed.
I just
Sorry. Alice Keeler.
shouting out to Alice Keeler.
Sorry, yeah, that was my fault. Sorry, Alice. I was in touch and I did ask her if I could use hers on the Slam. She was quite happy to do that. Okay, next up is Trevor. Tell us when you're ready, Trevor.
Just let me know when you can see my screen.
Yeah, we got it.
Got it? Okay. We can
Okay,
start.
ready? Go.
Okay, so coming back to school, everyone's very excited. All the students are excited about saying, you know, where I went on vacation and stuff. So I thought, hey, let's planned something that we can put this on a Google map. So the first thing I have here is a form that the students can fill out. So their name, where they went, the country. One of the nice things about what Google does when it imports a spreadsheet is if you put in just the name and the country, it'll actually map out where those locations are. So you don't have to put in the actual latitude and longitude. So I've got this form here that Ian's going to fill out, and he's going to submit it. And here's my data in the spreadsheet. So once I've collected all the data here, I can go into Google My Maps. And I think everyone's fairly familiar with the My Maps function. But what a lot of people don't realize is you can import your data. So from here, I'm going to import that same spreadsheet. And it's coming. It's really exciting when it comes in. And for some reason it doesn't want to come in, so I'll go find it. Okay. So it'll pop it all in, and then as we go through, we'll go through, it'll ask you what information do you want to display. So assuming that we have all those pins, and when I click on a pin, a card shows up, what data do you want to show up in that card? So I'm going to quickly go through and highlight these items here. In that same card, it asks for the title at the top of the card. That's where I'm going to put the student's first name, and it will then import all that data, automatically plotting everything where it needs to plot it. And
1 minute.
thank you. And there's all the different locations and stuff. Now, the maps are now stored in Google Drive. I can share that out to the students, and the students can then go in and actually add items so they can edit. And there's a little icon here for adding images or video. So here's what it looks like after the students have gone in and played with it. You can put a tag in or whatever. I can look at someone who has obviously done some work here playing with raccoons, and they have the different pictures will be in there and video as well. And that's my slam.
Okay, nice one. Thanks.
That's
Thanks,
good.
Trevor.
Trevor, that's an
my grade
excellent
threes the
use.
other-
That's awesome. That's a really good beginning of the year activity. A great use of using spreadsheet data and maps. Very timely. I vote for your slam.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And that's even before she does her own.
yeah. That's a clever way of doing it because I've done it.
That's really good.
Yeah, just a different way of just retrieving the data and putting it in, but you use form as well, which is really.
On the questionnaire, Trevor, do you ask them where they went on vacation or where they wish they went on vacation in case nobody went anywhere?
Oh no, never thought of that. But that's a. I guess I'm trying to figure out how you would add that because that's two different pieces of data. But you should be able to set it up with different labels or something like that.
Mm.
All right, I'm going to check that out. I'm going to see because I'm thinking if kids didn't travel, they might feel like, oh, I didn't go anywhere. So.
Right.
They'd have to put their house on there, wouldn't they? Okay, Alison, you're up next.
Oh, am I next?
Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
so
all right. Let's do the screen share, and I gotta tell you guys, I'm dumbing it down.
Dumbing it down. That would be the first time.
Down. I want to share with you Google Keep. It's simple, doesn't require a lot.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody's ever
ready?
done Google Keep.
No,
Pardon
no
me?
one's ever done it. No, you ready?
Okay.
Okay, go.
Yeah, I'm ready. Go ahead. Yeah.
Go.
All right. So the reason I want to share Google Keep is because it has become my favorite all-time new tool from Google, except for Classroom. Between Classroom and Keep, I find myself amazed and impressed, as well as the folks that I share it with. So what is Google Keep? It's just basically a little Post-it note area that syncs with your Google account. What's really nice about it is anytime you have a brainstorm or you have to keep track of a lot of things, you can just toss it all in to your Google Keep and it will sync with your account. So it starts off very clean. Here's an example of what it looks like when you first arrive at keep.google.com. They'll give you some prefab notes and give you some tips on what to do with it. To add a note, you just simply click on Add a Note and give it a title. I'll do this Saturday to-dos. Saturday. And I can start with the trash and walk the dog, etc. I can then click on the options here and show checkboxes and check things off as I do them, and they'll show up. I can have things that I check off disappear. I can color my note. I can share my note. I can add an image to my note, and I can add a reminder, and that will pop up on my computer telling me I've got something to do. Here's some authentic uses for it. Personally, at home, we use it for a shared grocery list. So you can see down here, I have groceries here, and this Google Keep is shared with my husband and my kids. So this is Ryan's account. Here's the groceries in his Google Keep. He has his school list and a few little notes, but every time somebody adds to it, we can access it. This is synced with your mobile device as well, and you can toggle back and forth between the Keep accounts on your phone. So I use it for lesson plans. If I'm going to do a pre-certification boot camp, it's a fast-paced, it's like doing a whole course in one day. So I call up my Google Keep on my phone, and I have my lesson plan there, and if I'm walking around the room and I need to stay on time, I can just scroll down through my Keep, kind of glance down at it. That way I'm not shuffling through any printed paper or leaving my projected screen. So I find it's a really great use to have your lesson plans, especially those ones that require timing and detail on my Google Keep.
10 seconds.
Sure. And then finally, for my virtual world, I have my daily checklist, my professional goals, and other items as well. So I think it's self-explanatory. I hope you like it as much as I do. That's the end of my presentation, Slam.
Bang. Right on time as usual. Okay. Yeah, they're great. It's one of my favorite tools as well, actually. I use it for a bookmark. What I wanted to ask, I use it for bookmarks as well on my phone, but what I want to ask everybody else is I've been hunting for in the Chrome browser, the extension, to see if there's one that you can save from there, if you get what I mean. So I share to Keep, but when I'm on the website, I can't find an extension that shares it from, if I want to save that website directly to, I have to copy and paste it. Does anybody know one?
No.
No.
You mean to share, to put an item on Keep directly from like Chrome?
Well, say, for instance, on my phone, I just click and share, and it puts I use it like a bookmark, so it goes straight into Keep, the website does, with the link and a picture. But from the browser, I don't think there is one. Has anybody found one?
No, that's the thing holding me back, and that's why I stay with Evernote for now. Is I want.
Yeah.
Well, you can save your Google Keep to Drive. So if you've drafted notes at conferences in Google Keep, you can also just click on Save to Drive and convert it to a doc.
Yeah,
that doesn't answer your question, but it's another useful tool.
Yeah, I like the way you've done it with training, because I usually use my notes in docs, but I think I'll do it in Keep now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The other thing that Alison didn't mention, I'm sure she knows, is that when you set those reminders, you can also do it based on location. So, for example, the other day I had to remind myself to do something when I arrived at the airport, and you can just say when I arrive at Hobart Airport, just pop up a reminder, and it just does that based on GPS, which is really handy.
I did not know that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Next up is Brian. Some great slams so far. Well done, guys. Okay. Well, tell me when you're ready, Brian.
Okay. Hang on here just a second. Let me get the right screen up.
Yeah, we can see it, mate.
Okay. So this before I'll start. So I got 4 little mini slams for you today. Things that make life easier in Google Chrome. First, we've got pinned tabs. I get open lots of tabs, and I open some of the same ones all the time as soon as I go into Chrome, so we can just pin them. Point at a tab, right-click, and choose Pin Tab. two things happen. First, it gets smaller, and second, it'll reopen every time you reopen Chrome. So that's one. Next one is I've got a bunch of bookmarks down here in my bookmark bar, but the icons really tell the story. I don't need any text, so I can point at the bookmark, right-click and choose Edit, just delete the text and save it, and now that icon shrinks right down. That bookmark becomes just the icon and saves a lot of space. I can get a lot more icons on my bookmark bar. The next one is I also work a lot in different profiles in Chrome, and I need to switch back and forth between them. Of course, we know that we can point at the profile name, click, switch person, and open the window and wait for it to load, but that takes too long. Instead, point at the same profile name and right-click, and you get a quick list of all of your profiles, and you can just pick one of them to open up. Last thing I have is a bazillion and one different extensions in Chrome, so I added the Extension Manager extension, one extension to rule them all. Click on that, and I can turn on or turn off any individual extension very quickly without having to go into the settings menu and fumble my way around. So I can turn it on and then come back in later and turn it off if I need to. I can turn them all off if I'm debugging a problem. I can turn them all on. I can do whatever I need to with them, quick and easy to manage them. I've got filters up here at the top, and I can filter the list based on just extensions or just applications or just themes or just show me the ones that are enabled or disabled. So I can play with it all I need to and create the environment that I need for just that
30 seconds.
And, well, matter of fact, that's all I had to say. 4 quick ones, and that's my slam.
Okay, thanks, Brian. A lot there. Have you ever? Yeah, I used that one as well. That the extension one. There's also another one called Extensity, which is a bit easier to use as well. But that one's good. I've got both. Okay, next up. Go on.
Lee, I wanted to point out one of the things that Brian showed there with instead of switching profiles is choosing those different profiles. For anyone else that's watching, that allows you to actually have those 2 profiles open at the same time. So for people who are trying to, I'm looking at what it looks like as a teacher, I'm looking at what it looks like as a student, you actually can have the 2 windows open at the exact same time. And I find that really...
Brian, you just made my day with that, because in the new version of Chrome, where you could just select the picture, it wasn't allowed, and now you have given me hours of my life back, so thank you.
But also,
I like that right-click thing on it. You used to be able to do that. There was a hack you could go into in Flags and do that, but that's a new feature now. They've made it a right-click. That's really cool.
Yeah, so happy about that.
Okay, and
well, that's 2 votes for me then.
And next up is Chris. Okay, Chris.
Excellent. So you guys can see my screen. You should see an iPad screen and a Drive box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you ready, Chris?
Yeah. Off you go.
Okay, go, mate.
So I often read books on either my Android phone, my Nexus 6, or sometimes on my iPad. And there's a lovely little book app there that Google produced called Play Books. And you see I've got a bunch of books there. What I didn't realize until recently is if I go into a book and I can highlight pieces of text there. So for example, I might just turn the page here and this highlight here, just press with my finger, drag down like that, highlight the text, maybe turn that one yellow. I can even tap the little note thing and leave a little note there. And well, I could if I didn't drag down so far, stupid Apple. So I can highlight text like that. Now what I didn't realize was over in Drive at the same time, it creates a folder for me called Playbook Notes. And if I go in there, you'll see that it has, here's the Goldilocks and the 3 Bears document that I'm looking at on the iPad, and if I open it up, now the problem is sometimes there is a little lag. Oh, there, it's done it for me, there you go. So there's the highlight upon coming to this realization, the Try It Ruin group discussed the issue. It's the same thing over on this page over here on the iPad. So it means if a student is reading a book from the iPad, just turning the pages and highlighting pieces of text, they will automatically be going over into the iPad, from the iPad or the Android device, being turned into a Google Doc with those annotations and notes if I make notes as well. And you can see if I just scroll down there, there's some other notes that I've made in that document. If I go over here, you'll see there is a document here called Conversations with Great Teachers. And if I switch over to it on the iPad, here it is, Conversations with Great Teachers, you'll see that in this document I've made a series of notes. I might just have to turn a few pages to find them. But there are notes in here, and again, all you do is highlight with your finger, do that, choose your color, and within a matter of usually 30 seconds to sometimes a couple of minutes, that highlighted note will now appear in the collection of notes in the Google Doc. So there you go, that is a SLAM.
Wow, okay, that's well cool. Thanks, Chris.
That's great.
Okay, we have come to the end of the SLAM session. The voting form is on Google Apps in Education community. It's also, I've just put the link into the event in Google+. So please vote, and we will know the winner in 48 hours. I'll announce it. I'm sure Brian will remind me, because I often forget. Okay, thanks for tuning in, guys. Quite a lot of viewers tonight. And we'll see you on the next show. Don't forget to vote. Bye, guys.
Bye.